Welcome back to Chat English, where we learn the exact messages you need for real life. Today, we are going to build the perfect no text to save your weekend. It is Friday at 4 o'clock. Your phone buzzes with a group chat message, "Drinks and fancy dinner tonight. Everyone is going." You look at your wallet, you look at your tired eyes, and you feel that heavy spike of guilt and exhaustion because you just want to go home.
I'm so bad at this. Last time this happened, I just put my phone on airplane mode and pretended I fell asleep at 5 in the afternoon because I was too scared to type a reply.
By the end of this episode, you will have 4 copy-paste texts to protect your sleep, your money, and your health without sounding rude.
I really need this, Jessica. I feel like I am always saying yes to things when my body is screaming at me to say no. I say yes, I go out, I spend too much money, and then I'm exhausted for the rest of the weekend.
That is a cycle that so many of us fall into, Dave. We think that saying no to an invitation means we are saying no to the friendship, but that is not true. We just need to learn how to communicate our boundaries in English naturally. So let us start with the first situation, the low energy reply. This is when your friends want to go out, but your body just needs rest and hydration.
Yes, the classic Friday night problem. I've worked all week, I've stared at a computer screen for 40 hours, and my friends want to go to a loud, crowded restaurant. But if I say I want to stay home, drink water, and rest, they will think I am so boring. I will sound like a grumpy old man.
I know it is scary, Dave. Nobody wants to sound boring or lose their friends. I understand that fear perfectly. But our bodies need rest, and our bodies need water. You cannot pour from an empty cup.
That is true. When I don't rest, I am grumpy. I'm not even fun to be around anyway. I just sit at the restaurant wishing I was in my bed.
Exactly. So we need a natural English phrase that says you're staying home without making it sound like a tragic event. You do not need to explain your whole health routine. You do not need to say, "I'm staying home to drink 8 glasses of water and sleep for 8 hours." You just need one simple idiom,
An idiom? I love idioms. What is it?
taking it easy.
Taking it easy. I've heard people say that. What does it exactly mean in a text message?
Taking it easy means you are choosing to relax. It means you're not doing anything stressful or high energy. It sounds intentional and positive. It does not sound like you're sick or depressed. It just sounds like you are peacefully resting.
I like that. It sounds much better than saying I'm too tired.
Let's try a quick quiz. I'm going to give you 3 text messages to reply to that Friday night dinner invitation. Tell me which one sounds the best. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I will pretend my phone is in my hand right now.
Okay, here's option A. I'm not going tonight. I need to drink water and sleep.
Oh no, that is too direct. It's a big cold. If a friend sent me that, I would think they were angry at me.
I agree. It's too blunt. Here's option B. I'm taking it easy tonight, but have fun.
Oh, that sounds very friendly. I like the exclamation mark at the end. It shows I'm still happy for them.
Exactly. Now let's just hear option C to be sure. Sorry, I'm busy.
Busy doing what? That's what my friends would ask. They would text back and say, "Busy doing what, Dave?" And then I would have to lie or tell them I'm just sitting on my sofa. Option B is definitely the best one.
You are absolutely right. Option B is the winner. Let's look at the grammar of it. We use the present continuous tense here. I'm taking it easy tonight. It describes your current plan. And then you add the supportive closing, but have fun.
I'm taking it easy tonight, but have fun. I can definitely type that. But what if I want to be even more polite? What if it's a really special dinner?
That's a great question. If you want to soften the decline, we use a modal verb phrase at the beginning. We say, "I would love to, but."
I would love to, but I'm taking it easy tonight.
Perfect. "I would love to, but I'm taking it easy tonight." It tells them you appreciate the invitation, you like them, but your body needs a break.
That feels so much safer to send. And then I can actually enjoy my evening. I can pour myself a big, refreshing glass of cold water with ice and a little slice of lemon.
A little slice of lemon. That sounds wonderful, Dave. It makes the water taste fresh.
It does. It feels a little bit fancy, even though I am just at home in my living room. And it is much healthier than whatever I would be drinking at that loud restaurant.
It is. Hydration is a crucial habit. It is like a hello to your body. Hello, body, here is some water, instead of forcing it to stay awake when it is exhausted.
I feel very empowered by this first text. I would love to, but I'm taking it easy tonight. But Jessica, what about the next problem? What if I actually do have energy, but the problem is money?
Ah, the budget reply. This is a huge source of stress for so many people.
It really is. My friends always seem to pick these places with $50 steaks and $20 pizzas. Now, you know me, I love pizza. I love pepperoni pizza on a Friday night, but I cannot spend that much money every single weekend.
I understand completely, Dave. Talking about money is incredibly awkward for most people. We feel embarrassed if we cannot afford what our friends are doing. But remember from our previous conversations, saving money is a need. A $20 restaurant pizza is a want.
That is true. It is a want. But how do I say I have no money without sounding desperate or making my friends feel bad for inviting me?
The secret is to avoid the phrase, I have no money. That makes people uncomfortable. Instead, we use a very natural, responsible sounding phrase. We say, I am on a budget.
I am on a budget. Is it on a budget or in a budget?
Great question. It is always on. I am on a budget. It means you have a specific financial plan and you're following it.
I see. So if I say I am on a budget, it sounds like I'm making a smart choice, not like I'm completely broke.
Exactly. It shows maturity. And just like we did with the first text, we can add a specific time frame to make it feel less heavy. You can say, I am on a budget this week, or I am on a budget this month.
Oh, I like that. It makes it a temporary situation. I'm not saying I will never eat with them again. I'm just saying this week my wallet is closed.
Let us put it together with our polite modal phrase. How would you build the full text message, Dave?
Okay, let me try. I would love to come, but I am on a budget this week. Have fun.
That is flawless, Dave. It's honest, it's polite, and it sets a firm boundary.
And the best part is, it's totally true. I am trying to save money. And honestly, I can make much better food at home. When I go to the supermarket, I can buy all sorts of healthy things for the price of one restaurant meal.
Yes, you can control your nutrition when you eat at home. You can create a healthy plate.
I can make a rainbow salad. I can buy red tomatoes, orange carrots, and crunchy green cucumbers. It's like eating a rainbow, and it costs almost nothing.
Exactly. You save your money and you eat a healthy rainbow instead of heavy restaurant food that makes you feel slow the next day. It's a double victory for your health and your wallet.
I feel like a very responsible adult right now.
If you're enjoying these simple phrases to make your life easier, please click the subscribe button right now. It helps us make more free lessons to build your confidence in real-life English.
Yes, please subscribe. We love having you in our chat English community. Okay, Jessica, so we have conquered being tired and we have conquered being on a budget. But what if there's a third situation?
Tell me about the third situation.
What if I actually want to see my friends? I have energy, I have a little bit of money, but I just really do not want to sit in a dark, loud bar drinking alcohol. I want to be healthy, but if I say no to the bar, they might never invite me out again. I will lose my social life.
That is a very real fear, Dave. We call that FOMO, the fear of missing out. You worry that setting a health boundary means you'll be left completely alone. But here's the good news. You don't have to just say no. You can pivot.
Pivot? Like turn around?
Yes, like changing direction. You don't just reject the invitation, you counteroffer with an alternative plan, a plan that fits your healthy habits.
So instead of saying no, I suggest something else. But how do I do that without sounding bossy? If I say no, let's go to the gym instead, they will definitely hate me.
You're right. Nobody wants to be dragged to the gym on a Friday night. We need to suggest something low barrier, easy, and pleasant. This is where we use the grammar of suggesting. We use phrases like, how about we? Or who wants to?
How about we go to a different bar? No, wait, that doesn't solve the health problem.
Right. We want to add movement, a healthy habit. Walking is the best exercise, and it's completely free. You don't need a gym membership to walk. So how can we suggest a walk to your friends?
I could say, I cannot make it tonight, but how about we go for a walk in the park tomorrow morning?
That is a brilliant pivot, Dave. Let us look at the vocabulary you used. You said, I cannot make it tonight. Make it is a fantastic natural phrasal verb. It sounds much smoother than saying, I cannot go. It implies that your schedule will not allow it.
I cannot make it tonight, but how about we go for a walk in the park tomorrow morning? It sounds so casual.
It does. And you are saying no to the expensive, unhealthy night, but you are saying yes to the friendship. You are showing them that you still want to spend time with them.
And we get to move our bodies. We get fresh air. I can walk to the coffee shop with them, standing tall, shoulders back, like a healthy superhero.
I love the superhero walk. It makes you feel strong. And think about how it changes the dynamic of the friendship. Instead of sitting in a loud room where you cannot even hear each other speak, you are walking side by side, having a real conversation.
It really is better. And if they say no to the walk, that is okay too. At least I tried to pivot the plan.
Exactly. You offered an alternative. You did your part as a friend. You can also use another phrase for the pivot. You can say, I'm not a big drinker, but I would love to grab a coffee this weekend.
Oh, I'm not a big drinker. That is a great way to say I don't want to drink alcohol without sounding like I'm judging them for drinking.
Right. It's a personal preference. I'm not a big drinker is a very polite, common phrase in English. And then you follow it with grab a coffee. To grab a coffee is much more natural than saying, let's go buy a coffee.
I'm not a big drinker, but I would love to grab a coffee this weekend. I'm writing all of these down in my phone's notes app right now. These are lifesavers.
I'm so glad they are helping Dave. So now we have three strong texts, but there is one final habit we need to talk about, the boundary habit.
The boundary habit. This sounds serious. What happens now? I sent the text, I said no, I offered a walk. What is the problem?
The problem is what happens after you press send. Tell me, Dave, what do you usually do after you send a text saying you cannot go to an event?
Oh, that's easy. I stare at my phone. I stare at the screen for an hour, waiting for them to reply. I watch the three little typing dots appear and disappear. I worry that they're angry at me. I get stressed, my heart beats fast, and then I absolutely cannot sleep.
And that completely ruins the whole point of staying home to rest, doesn't it?
It really does. I stay home to relax, but I'm actually more stressed than if I just went to the dinner.
This is why the fourth text is not actually a message you send to someone else. It's a boundary you set for yourself. We call it the digital detox.
Digital detox, getting away from the screens. But it is so hard, Jessica. What if they ask me a question? What if they text back and ask why I'm on a budget? I need to be ready to answer.
No, you do not need to be ready to answer. That is the beauty of setting a boundary. You already said you are taking it easy. You are officially offline. The world will not end if you don't reply to a text message until the next morning.
That feels so strange to hear. We are so used to being available 24 hours a day.
I know, but waiting for the reply is the hardest part. Sleep is when your body and your mind repair themselves. We need to protect your sleep. You need 7 to 8 hours of good quality rest, and you cannot get that if you are waiting for a notification.
So, what is the exact step-by-step process here?
Step 1, you use one of our copy-paste texts. I would love to, but I'm taking it easy tonight. Step 2, you press send. Step 3, you immediately put your phone on silent or do not disturb. Step 4, you put the phone in another room.
Another room? Not even on my bedside table?
Not on the bedside table. If it's next to your bed, you will look at it. You have to remove the temptation. Put the phone in the kitchen. Then go to your bedroom and put on your blue pajamas.
I do love my blue pajamas. They are very soft. They make me feel safe.
Yes, put on your blue pajamas. This is your physical signal to your brain that the day is over. The social pressure is gone. Then maybe drink some warm water, read a physical book, no bright screens, no scrolling through social media.
You are right about social media. One time I stayed home and I spent 2 hours looking at my friends' Instagram stories of the dinner I did not go to. I watched them eating pizza and laughing. It made me feel terrible. I had major FOMO. I was so exhausted the next day, and I didn't even leave my house.
That is called doom scrolling, looking at your phone and making yourself feel worse and worse. We have to break that habit.
So the final habit is just letting go, putting the phone down, and choosing my own peace?
Exactly, Dave. Being happy is a habit, and resting your mind is a huge part of that. You are taking control of your time, your money, and your health, and you are doing it politely, using great English.
Let us review the texts one more time, just to make sure I have them memorized.
That is a great idea. Let us do a quick recap. Situation 1, you are tired and just want to stay home. What do you text?
I text, I would love to, but I'm taking it easy tonight. Have fun.
Perfect. Situation 2, the restaurant is too expensive and you need to save money.
I text, I would love to come, but I'm on a budget this week.
Excellent. And situation 3, you want to see them, but you want to do something healthy and free, like walking.
I text, I cannot make it tonight, but how about we go for a walk in the park tomorrow morning?
You have mastered all of them, Dave. You handled the grammar perfectly, using modals like would and could to sound polite, and using natural phrasal verbs like taking it easy and make it.
I feel so much more confident now. I used to think my English was the problem, but really it was just that I didn't have the specific vocabulary to set a boundary. Now I have the tools.
Remember, you do not have to be perfect. You do not have to use all of these texts today or this weekend. Just pick one small boundary you want to set and try it.
What is one event or plan you want to politely say no to this weekend? Write your decline text in the comments below using I would love to, but
We love reading your examples. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button if you found these phrases helpful, and share this with a friend who always says yes when they want to say no.
thank you for teaching me this, Jessica. I feel very peaceful and ready to rest now.
Me too, Dave. See you in the next episode, everyone.